Pascal turned away from the objective God of the philosophers and sought a new way to a hidden God known by the heart. Kierkegaard sought to keep God's transcendence, but within the sphere of the spiritual life. Jung's God was an image buried deep in the psyche of the whole self that we are to become. Albert Schweitzer's God was an ethical inspiration, the ground of the will to love. A myth has held us captive. We're caught up in the idea that words are names, and that the meaning of a word is the thing that it stands for. And then we start investigating what that thing can possibly be. Wittgenstein had himself held such a view, but now he was trying to shake it off. Instead, he asks us to see words as doing jobs. Words are tools of many different kinds. Words are like chess pieces. The meaning of a piece is its powers, the part it can play in furthering the game. Well, all language is like that. We play games with language. Our language is a function of the way we live. It's a tool of social interaction. Wittgenstein once said he liked the idea of a silent religion. Silence tells no lies. Silence does not deceive.
What is the use of studying philosophy if all that it does for you is to enable you to talk with some plausibility about some abstruse questions of logic, etc., and if it does not improve your thinking about the important questions of everyday life? It is, if possible, still more difficult to think really honestly about your life and other people's lives. And the trouble is that thinking about these things is not thrilling, but downright nasty. God grant the philosopher insight into what lies in front of everyone's eyes. Not how the world is the mystical, but that it is. To renounce the pomps and vanities of this wicked world. Just think what that would really involve. Who of us today even thinks of doing such a thing? We all want to be admired. St. Paul said, "I die daily." Just think what that must have meant. Christianity is not a doctrine, not, I mean, a theory about what has happened or will happen to the human soul, but a description of something that actually takes place in human life. For consciousness of sin is a real event, and so are despair and salvation through faith. Perhaps we can say, only love can believe the resurrection. This can come about only if you no longer rest your weight on the earth, but suspend yourself from heaven. Then everything will be different, and it will be no wonder if you can do things that you cannot do now. A man who is suspended looks the same as one who is standing, but the interplay of forces within him is nevertheless quite different, so that he can act quite differently than can a standing man. An honest religious thinker is like a tightrope walker. He almost looks as though he were walking on nothing but air. His support is the slenderest imaginable, and yet it really is possible to walk on it.